Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to paint this beautiful emerald sea under a sunset sky paired with cheerful sunflowers blooming right on the shore. I'll guide you step by step, including how to easily paint the wave foam with a fan brush, so it's perfect for beginners. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Grab your brushes and let's get started. Using a large fan brush, blend white with cobalt blue to lay down the base for the sky across the top of the canvas. Blend cadmium yellow, white, and a touch of vermilion to layer a warm, radiant sunset glow into the sky. Next, blend cobalt blue with phthalocyanine to achieve that vibrant emerald sea tone and apply it across the ocean area. Blend white with raw sienna to create a soft, earthy tone and paint in the sandy shoreline. Let's add some rich depth to our beach by layering in some natural shadows. We'll blend a touch of Van Dyke brown into our raw sienna to create a lovely muted earth tone. With this deeper shade, gently sweep along the areas where the wet sand meets the tumbling waves, as well as the lower right corners of the shore. Instead of pressing the brush down firmly, let it lightly skim the surface to mimic the soft, granular texture of the sand. Blend phthalocyanine green with white to soften the transition, seamlessly merging the turquoise sea into the sandy shore. Next, pick up your line brush and blend white with cadmium yellow to precisely paint in the glowing sun. Next, let's frame the right side of our canvas with some majestic coastal rocks. Load your brush with a rich layer of Van Dyke brown. We'll sketch out the rugged, uneven silhouette of the cliffs right where the sea meets the sky. Let the tops of the rocks trace a natural, sloping ridgeline while keeping the base firmly grounded along the waterline. Introducing this deep, earthy value right against our bright sky and luminous sea is the secret to balancing the composition, instantly making our ocean look much vaster and deeper. Mix white into the remaining colors on your palette to soften the transition, seamlessly connecting the base of the rocks with the sandy shore. Blend white with Van Dyke brown to capture the sunlit highlights, giving the rocks their natural texture and dimension. Next, pick up a small fan brush and blend cobalt blue, white, and vermilion to layer down the twilight clouds across the sky. Blend cobalt blue with vermilion to introduce deeper values and contrast to the underside of the clouds. Now for the most exciting and dynamic part of today's painting. Let's lay down the undertones for that magnificent crashing wave on the left. Blend some white with our vibrant phthalocyanine green to create a brilliant, translucent emerald shade. As you apply this color, guide your brush in sweeping curves, keeping the rounded, rolling shape of the cresting wave in mind. Using a dry brush technique with a touch of white, let's precisely define the contours and details of the crashing wave. To make our white sea foam look incredibly bright and powerful, let's layer some deep contrast into the hollow of the wave. Blend phthalocyanine green with cobalt blue to create a rich, moody, deep-sea turquoise. We'll apply this dark value along the underside and inside the rolling curve of the swell. Carving out these deep shadows within the center of the wave is the secret. It creates a dramatic contrast that will make our upcoming white splashes look brilliantly crisp, giving the water a magnificent, living sense of depth. Now, let's bring our wave formation to its beautiful completion. Once again, squeeze your brush with a towel to make sure it is completely dry. Loading just a bit of pure white onto the tips, let's sharply define the very crest of the wave and the leading edges where the spray begins to shatter. Layering this brilliant white right against the deep shadows we just painted creates a stunning contrast, instantly sharpening the wave's shape and bringing a crisp, roaring energy to the shoreline. Now that our crashing wave is complete, let's capture the softer, rolling waves as they sweep onto the sandy shore. Loading your brush with white again, let's sketch in those gentle ribbons of water moving across our blended shoreline. Layering these smooth, organic curves one after another mimics the natural ebb and flow of the tide. As these fine white lines skim across the sand, they perfectly capture the lace-like texture of retreating sea foam, filling our beach with a beautifully peaceful, living movement. Now let's bring in those delicate lace-like textures that make wave foam look so magical. Switch over to your fine line brush and catch a bit of white on the tip. The golden rule here is to completely relax your wrist and arm. Pressing down too hard makes the lines heavy, which can ruin that airy effect. Imagine the intricate web-like patterns that form as a wave shatters and stretches across the sand. Let your brush lightly skim the canvas in organic, skipping motions. These effortless, whisper-thin lines are what create that stunning, hyper-realistic splash effect. To make those fine, white shoreline waves beautifully pop off the canvas, let's tuck a subtle shadow right beneath them. Blend a touch of Van Dyke brown into your white to create a very soft, muted taupe shade. With a fine touch, trace right along the bottom edges of our whitewater ribbons, almost like drawing a whisper-thin outline. Introducing this delicate shadow layer prevents the water from looking flat against the shore, giving the waves a magical, translucent volume, as if they are genuinely floating over the warm sand. Now, let's carve out the deepest shadows to bring the ultimate volume to our wave. Blend phthalocyanine green and cobalt blue, then add just a tiny touch of Van Dyke brown. Avoiding pure black and mixing these tones instead is the secret to creating a rich, translucent, deep-sea shade. We'll softly layer this dark value into the deepest hollows and undercurves of the cresting swell. Introducing this powerful contrast right behind our white sea foam will instantly make the splashes pop, giving the water a magnificent, roaring energy. Next, switch to a small fan brush. Load it with white and tap it gently against a heavy tool to create a lively splatter effect, capturing the dynamic spray of the crashing waves. Next, blend raw sienna, Van Dyke brown, and oxide green to build up the rich texturing for the foreground foliage at the bottom of the canvas. Blend Van Dyke brown into your current mixture to introduce deeper contrast and define the shadows within the foreground foliage. Switch over to a fine line brush. Blend oxide green with Van Dyke brown to sketch out the sunflower stems, defining their natural posture. Mix phthalocyanine green into the color you are using to add a three-dimensional feel to the sunflower stems. Next, take cadmium yellow to paint the vibrant petals, capturing the rich golden bloom of the sunflowers. Blend vermilion with cadmium yellow to introduce warm gradients, bringing out the rich, sun-kissed depth of the petals. Blend Van Dyke Brown with raw sienna to texture and fill the seed centers, giving the sunflowers their rich core. Incorporate vermilion into your current mixture to infuse a warm, sunset-kissed glow into the center of the flowers. Blend white and raw sienna into your current mixture to apply bright highlights, adding rich texture and dimension to the sunflower centers. Incorporate Van Dyke Brown into your current mixture to deepen the contrast and firmly define the shadows of the center. Finally, switch to a small fan brush. Blend oxide green, Van Dyke brown, raw sienna, and a touch of black to layer the deepest shadows into the foreground foliage. I hope painting the sunset sea and golden sunflowers brought a piece of healing to your day. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe for more warm landscapes. Thank you so much for painting with me today. Happy painting!